what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we gather here this evening with gratitude and pride as we celebrate the achievements of these graduates. We thank you for the knowledge they have gained, the skills they have developed, and the perseverance that has brought them to this important milestone. Bless these graduates as they move forward into their careers and communities. Grant them wisdom to apply what they have learned and compassion in their service to others. May they use their talents to solve problems and make a positive difference in the lives of those around them. We also give thanks to the families, friends, faculty, staff, and mentors who encouraged and dedicated their time to help make this day possible. Bless them for their support and sacrifice. And as we begin this commencement ceremony, may this occasion be marked by joy, gratitude, and hope for the future. Guide these graduates in all their endeavors and help them pursue excellence with humility and purpose. In your holy name we pray, amen.
Hello, this is Matt Hatchett, your state representative for District 155. If you live in Lawrence and Johnson counties, I'm humbled to serve you at the state capitol. My sole purpose as your representative is to make your life better and for you to keep more of your money in your pocket. That's why I supported, and Governor Kemp has already signed into law, a tax refund for everyone who filed taxes the 2024 and 2025 taxable years. We suspended the state motor fuel tax for 60 days to ease the burden at the pumps. We've invested over $400 million in mental health facilities, including the one I'm most proud of right here in Dublin on the campus of CSB of Middle Georgia. It's past time we help the most vulnerable in our community. We strengthen our election laws to make sure every vote counts and only counts once. I'm especially proud to support direct relief in the form of homeowner tax relief grants of up to $500 per Georgia homeowner. It's been the honor of my life to serve Lawrence and Johnson counties for the past 16 years. We've accomplished a lot at the state capitol, but there's much more work to be done. I humbly ask for your vote in the May 19th primary. Early voting has already begun. I'll continue to fight every day to protect our values, strengthen our economy, and keep our communities safe. A vote for Matt Hatchett is a vote for every single family in Lawrence and Johnson counties. Thank you, and may God bless you and the great state of Georgia.
At Progressive Rural, we're proud to serve members across Lawrence, Dodge, Wilkinson, Bleckley, and Wheeler County with the communication services you depend on every day. We're your total communications provider, working hard to deliver quality service at the best prices. From reliable landline phone service to unlimited broadband fiber optic internet to absolute cable TV with digital high definition. and internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte. Progressive Rural keeps you connected to what matters most. We're committed to putting our members first, always. Progressive Rural, your connection to home.
Midstate Pools and Spas can help you create the backyard you've always dreamed of having. Choose from special pool sizes and shapes, or let Midstate Pools and Spas design one just for you. Pools qualify for home improvement loans. Interest rates is still low, so call now. Midstate Pools and Spas, 275-0506. If your existing pool needs a new liner, Midstate Pools and Spas can help with that too. So stop by one of our locations in Vidalia, Dublin, and Sandersville today. Midstate Pools and Spas, Middle Georgia's most trusted pool dealer.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. I've been president of W. Nelson now for 44 years, but the time has come for me to retire. And I'd like to announce that who'll be taking my position will be Rodney McNamara.
Thanks, Tom, and I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I'd like to invite y'all to come see us at Dublin Nelson. At Dublin Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We are a full-service wholesale specializing in plumbing, irrigation, industrial products with a staff collectively offering over 50 years of experience. Our team knows the industry, and we can answer questions and help get the parts and any equipment to finish your job. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools at Dublin Nelson. Our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have questions or parts that are hard to find, please give us a call. Please come see us at 507 Airport Road or give us a call at 478-272-3585.
Good evening. I'm Erica Harden, president of Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and I'm very proud to welcome you to Oconee Fall Line Technical College's commencement and GED graduation ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates. We're so very proud of you. This is actually my favorite night of the year. I'm very nervous, but it's always my favorite night of the year. As you leave here this evening, ready to turn your hard work and your dreams into reality, I hope you never lose the will to learn. You reached one goal this evening when you earned your degree, diploma, certificate. But remember, this is an intermediate goal that has prepared you to take another step. And OFTC is here to help you, whether it's securing a job or coming back to pursue another certificate, diploma, or degree. Right now, I want to acknowledge some very special people who are here tonight. First of all, will all of the family and friends of our graduates please stand up? We know that you are a very, very part of their journey. Graduates, let's thank the family and friends. We're very blessed at OFTC to have an extraordinary faculty and staff. They care deeply about our students and about our college. Faculty, I'm so very proud to work with each of you and love you very much. And although this is my last graduation, you'll always hold a very special place in my heart. Let's thank our faculty and our staff. We have several of our board members and our trustees here today. Would y'all please stand up and let's recognize these very important volunteers to the college. And finally, I want to introduce our stage party. We have Michelle Strickland, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Reverend Jared Middleton, who will be introduced later. He's our keynote speaker. Dr. Sakitha Adams, Vice President of Student Affairs, Ms. Jennifer Thigpen, Dean of Student Affairs, Connie Bergamy, Dean of Adult Education, and Kelly Braxton, who we're so very proud of, is our 2006 Rick Perkins Instructor of the Year and state finalist. Please stand up. Let's thank this group. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Regina Jackson, President of the Dublin Lawrence Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and I bring you greetings on behalf of our members. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority is a national public service sorority comprised of college-educated women dedicated to events and programs that assist the community. As set forth by our founders, our mission is to continue to promote and recognize the scholastic achievement of exemplary students, as you are. Today, I recognize the two individuals who have achieved the highest overall average on the GED from their respective campus. Each will receive a plaque and a monetary gift. The Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Scholastic Excellence Award for the South Campus is awarded to B. Ilana Culpepper. We will ask that you come forward. The Scholastic Excellence Award for the North Campus is awarded to Robert Bennett. Thank you all so much, and we will get those awards to them later.
Family, friends, please welcome a speaker who truly embodies what it means to lead with both purpose and passion. Pastor Jared Middleton understands that service takes many forms. He has spent years shaping communities across South Georgia, not only as the pastor of Sandysville Methodist Church, but also as a dynamic business leader and entrepreneur. His journey reminds us that we don't have to limit ourselves to just one path to make a difference. An alumnus of Bruton Parker College and Asbury Theological Seminary, and an ordained elder in the Global Methodist Church, Jared has spent his career equipping others to grow. When he isn't serving his community or spending time outdoors with his wife, Robin, and their sons, Caleb and Jesse, he is investing in the future of our region. Graduates, to share words of wisdom for your next chapter, please welcome our guest speaker, Pastor Jared Middleton.
I met her 30 minutes ago, but I had to give her a hug. Randy Helton's one of my church members. He knows me, and you were probably thinking, all that? I'm calling her out. Logan Acree is on the second row. I know her from our time here. Probably thinking, all of that. Regina, can you come each Sunday to Sandersville and introduce me? And thank you all. Thank you to my friend, President Erica Harden, who saved the most mediocre speaker that you will have in her 60 graduation tenure for the last. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you to the board, to the trustees, and thank you to the graduates for being here. Congratulations to the spring class of 2026 for your hard work and perseverance and all that you have overcome to be here today. Each one of you has faced different struggles and paths that led you to this moment. For some of you, this may be a second career journey, or perhaps you have furthered your knowledge in a career that you've already been pursuing. You may have had the support of friends and family. We just saw the acknowledgement of that. And I know what that was like. Although I graduated from Asbury Theological Seminary, I think in 2017, I probably should have looked that stat up before I wrote this speech. This is actually, Erica, the first time I've worn my master's hood, because we were here in Dublin. We were here for 15 years, and my son at the time, Caleb, was in preschool. And when I got down to graduation day, it was the same date as his graduation from preschool. And I had spent many miles and hours driving in between Dublin, Georgia, and Orlando, Florida. I was on the Florida campus of Asbury. And I will tell you, it takes 5.5 hours to drive nonstop from here to Orlando if you do a little splash and go for gas on the way. And so I knew there was going to be no way that I was going to miss my son's graduation from preschool. So I know what it means for the sacrifice for families to help you through this. And others of you have done this journey all on your own. Maybe you're raising a kid. Maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs and it's been a struggle. I know you. How you doing today? And I know a lot of people from Dublin. And so it's good to see some of y'all. Congratulations to you. Your journey to this place has been very different from each other. It's been different from mine. In fact, if you had asked me when I was 11 years old, if I ever thought that I would be in Dublin, Georgia, at OTCF College, I got that wrong, didn't I? OFTC. OFTC, giving a commencement speech, I would have told you no way. Because when I was 11 years old, when you're little, you always get asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And when I was 11 years old, I just knew that I was going to be an astronaut. I know, right? Those of you that know me, I know, right? I was so convinced that I wanted to be an astronaut that I convinced my parents to send me to space camp. So I left this little tidbit out of my bio. Regina, I kind of wish it would have just been great to hear you put this in there. I'm actually a graduate of the Huntsville, Alabama space camp. July 3rd, I did look this up because my birthday's on July 4th, believe it or not. Insert 4th of July birthday jokes there. But I remember I graduated space camp the day before my birthday. It was part of my birthday present that year in Huntsville, Alabama, 1992. And I was the mission specialist for our little trip to the moon. In case you're wondering, we didn't actually go to the moon. But they did put us in this thing that looked like the spaceship, and we got to do this little thing in like a chair that got to spin around and all kinds. I was a mission specialist. So that's also a part of my accolades that I left out of the bio. And at some point, though, between entering the 7th grade, being so sure that I was going to be an astronaut, and graduating high school, I decided that aerospace engineering was not the thing for me. And those of you that know me, the story makes more sense. Now, this was most likely due to my poor performance in math. I spent most of my free afternoons with Miss Hutchison, who you do not know. Miss Hutchison was one of the math teachers in Coffee County, Georgia, that my mother knew and volunteered my afternoons to be spent with Miss Hutchison, working on math, either at the high school there in Coffee County or at her husband's. He was a doctor, and so sometimes we were at his doctor's practice, working through, algebra, geometry, and then even senior math was a struggle for me, and that's supposed to be a breeze class. And through her dedication to me, and I think at the end through just her grace, because I was smart enough to know, I knew what I needed to make on my final to pass math. And would you believe it or not, I made exactly what I was supposed to make on my final to get out of math and to graduate high school on time. Since school was not my favorite, I did not enjoy reading. And we've already discussed my math abilities. I decided I was going to attend ABAC College in Tifton, Georgia, and pursue a career in forestry. I love the outdoors, and I didn't like school much, so I was going to do their 2-year program in forestry and enter the workforce. Little did I know that God had other plans for my life. Since then, I've worked in a number of businesses, including my own. I've served in churches across Central and South Georgia, and I've attained multiple degrees, an associate's, a bachelor's, and a master's degree from 3 different colleges and universities over the course of too many years to count. And if we could ask the young astronaut to be, as I said, I never would have imagined that my life would take the course that it has. Nor would I ever have thought I would be standing in this place today speaking to a group of graduates on the verge of careers, families, and all that life has to offer. Each one of us has had different paths to this place. God has had a plan for my life, and He's got a plan for your life. And our paths from this place will be different as well. You know, people often say when they're trying to get a job, if I could just get into the room. If I could just get into the room and get an interview. I want to give you 3 things this evening that may get you into the room. The first thing that may get you into the room are your relationships. Some of my most valuable relationships are ones I formed in college with fellow students and some of faculty members and professors over the years. Many of these relationships I continue to this day to reach out to and ask for advice, and they're just genuine friendships. As I encounter situations in my career, I reach out and we catch up and we offer each other advice. Men and women who were once college professors are now friends. It's likely that your relationships with people may lead to job opportunities even. The first job I ever got was because of a friendship I had with a man in my church. During my sophomore year of high school, I had surgery to repair my ACL and meniscus due to a soccer injury. John was a professional golfer in his 30s who had the same surgery just a few days apart from mine. We started rehab at the same time, and John and I turned as many of the exercises in rehab as we could into competitions. Our favorite was pushing ourselves down the hall in wheelchairs. And believe it or not, after you have an ACL surgery, it's kind of difficult. And we would race up and down the hallways at a snail's pace. The following fall, John offered me my very first job, simply because he knew me. A few years later, I became an assistant manager and then manager for John and for his family. And it all began because he knew me and took a chance on someone that he knew. Some of the relationships that you have formed here and in other places will likely lead to job opportunities or opportunities maybe to bid on a project. Make the most of these relationships to better yourself and your career. The second thing that may get you into the room is hard work. The story of Nehemiah from Scripture, I wouldn't be much of a pastor if I didn't give us a biblical story, would I? The story of Nehemiah reminds us of hard work in the face of uncertainty. Nehemiah had a vision, like many of you. He had a dream of a life and a world that could be. And because of his dream, he left his high-ranking job in Persia to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the city walls that had been destroyed by years of war. The task was massive, and the idea had been around for quite some time, and several of the people that Nehemiah spoke to said, "Oh, it's a good job. We've tried this before, and it will never work." The size of the task caused everyone involved to give up over time. And again, several people warned Nehemiah to pursue another project. But Nehemiah persisted. Nehemiah was driven. Ultimately, the king granted him favor and even supported the effort. And because of his determination, the wall was completed in record time. Hard work is an asset in our culture. As you begin your careers and businesses, you will work harder than many of you have ever worked in your lives. And here's the reality. Most people will never see your hard work. No one will see the 80-hour work weeks that you put in to start a small business. Many people did not even see the late nights of studying that you've had to get to this point, particularly when you balanced family and other job opportunities, children's baseball games and preschool graduations. But hard work is not enough. Skill. Skill is the third thing that will lead to opportunities for you. In a few moments, someone will come to this podium and declare to those present here and those who may be watching that you have completed your course of study. You'll walk across this stage and receive a very expensive piece of paper that will declare that you have mastered the knowledge and skill required in whatever field that it is. You can be a welder, an HVAC tech, an accountant, a mechanic, a cosmologist, or any other number of things. And one day, you'll have a job interview. And you might say, I have a diploma. I graduated on June the 4th, 2026. And you will get the job. We're speaking it into being, right? You'll get the job because you have the skills required for the position. During your time at this school and other schools you've attended and may attend in the future, you have learned many things. And you'll continue to learn skills that will position you for success. As Miss Erica, president, I should say. We don't call her that at church. As she said earlier, never stop learning. But here's the thing. Skills alone will not get you into the room and keep you in the room, more importantly. Skills are great, but they aren't everything. Neither are your relationships or your hard work. Showing up, doing the job, and doing it well time and time again, that's what will bring you continued success. Every course of study represented at this school with the careers they feed has tasks within that job. I don't care what, in all the jobs I've ever had, in all the places, there are always things in that job that are boring and monotonous. Get ready for life. I tell my son, though, from time to time that doing something once is actually pretty easy. I don't care what it is. Doing the same thing over and over, all day, every day, week in and week out, with the same level of success, that's what's hard. And that's what will set you and your business and whatever career that you pursue, that's what will set you apart more than anything. Doing the same thing over and over and over. And as someone who has employed people in various fields, I can tell you that that's what your future employers and clients are looking for. Someone who will show up when they say they'll show up and do the thing that they say they'll do and do it for the amount of money that they say that they will do it for. So while relationships, hard work, and skills may get you into the room, there's only one thing that will keep you there. What I've been describing to you is a simple word. It's a big word in today's culture. It's integrity. Some of my best employees have been people who maybe didn't have all of the skills when I hired them. Or maybe I didn't really know everything about that person, but they were willing to learn. They showed up when they were supposed to be there, and they were honest, hardworking people. They were men and women of integrity. I'll share this with you. There will likely be an event in your career early on that's going to test you. The way you respond to that moment will shape the trajectory of your career or your business. Your integrity or lack of will shape your business or career from that moment forward. About 8 months into my small business, we were doing a job for a guy here in town. He hired me to do it, and we were doing some cleanup at his house. And I know there's some HVAC guys, maybe ladies, in the house. And we were doing some cleanup around his house. And I was doing some work, and his air conditioning unit was way down on the other end of his house. And I was working, cleaning some shrubs out with some power equipment. And all of a sudden, I heard this faint hiss. And I see this little white smoke just shooting up. And I knew exactly what it was the moment that I saw it. I nicked his AC line. At some point, they had moved his AC unit further down the house. And the line guys, you're not going to do this from this school. They're not. They ran that line about 2 feet off the ground and just kind of snaked it through all those bushes. And I couldn't have hit that line any small, I mean, it was just a very little small, shiny spot on there. And as that Freon was leaking out, all I heard was cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And I frantically start calling this man. It's early in the morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. And he worked at a job, and he wasn't answering the phone. I said, man, you need to call me. It's August. I knew he had a wife and kids. I knew Mama's going to come home this afternoon. It's going to be a hot house. I said, you got to call me. And he calls me up, and I said, who do you want me to call? I nicked your AC line. I'm so sorry. I'm going to make this right. He said, don't worry about it. I said, I am worried about this. And he said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it when I get home. I said, you call me the minute you get home. I said, I'm going to be back over here. And so we finished doing the work that we did. We worked free that day. That's the way it worked out. And I remember it was almost $1,000 bill. I know, right? I don't even know your name, but exactly right. I said, oh. And I showed up at this man's house. And I said, how much, was it? And he told me, and I said, ooh. I said, all right. And I took my business checkbook out and wrote that man a check right there for that day. And he said, he's just standing there confused, looking at me. And he says, I'm surprised you're still here. And I said, what do you mean you're surprised I'm still here? And he says, I'm surprised you didn't just drive off, and leave and not worry about this. And I said, mister, let me tell you, something I learned a long time ago, that my name's worth a lot more than $1,000. And I handed that man that check, and I said, I can't believe this. And my oldest son, was in the truck for me, and we were riding back to the house. He said, we're not eating out tonight, are we? I said, no, sir. But something's going to happen to you early in business, and the way you respond will shape your trajectory. I have 2 sons, and I tell them all the time that decisions about the way you respond to big moments like that happen long before the event themselves. As I said, that customer was shocked that I fixed the problem I caused, and I was shocked that he didn't understand why I was still there. I went on to do more work for that man later on, and he referred me to other people in the community. It wasn't an option to me because of the way I was raised, not just by my family, but by teachers and professors, just like you all here this evening. I'll close with this. Remember that all of these things, your relationships, your hard work, the skills you've learned here at OFTC, and the integrity with which you live your life, all these things together are positioning you for a purpose in life, a purpose greater than yourself. My prayer and hope for you as you leave this place and begin new careers or step further into the ones you already have is to find your corner of the world, find your corner of your community, and make it a better place. One of my favorite quotes comes from Mr. Rogers. He says this, always look for helpers. You'll always find people who are helping and making a difference in the world. Be the best welder, accountant, pharmacy tech, whatever you do, be the best. Do it with integrity. So, from a mission specialist graduate of Huntsville, Alabama Space Camp, congratulations to you, class of 2006. Now go and make your world a better place.
Middleton, we'd like to thank you for being here tonight. On behalf of the graduates, this is from Oconee Fall Technical College. Thank you.
Looking for your first home or your dream home? You can always depend on XL Realty Group. Our agents are committed to providing you with the highest quality client and customer service. Call one of our agents today. Tiffany Green, Yvonne Da Silva, Joe Dudley Jr., Latasha Harrell, Reggie Mack, Jo Beth Bailey Rozier, Brittany Stanley, Haven Stanley, Portia Willis, or Tara Williams. When making the type of investment that buying a home requires, you need to call the experts at Excel Realty Group.
It's time to shop smarter, save bigger, and eat better right here at Dublin Piggly Wiggly. And while you're here, treat your family to the best beef in town, certified Angus beef. Top quality cuts, incredible flavor, and the kind of tenderness you can taste in every bite. Make your next stop Dublin Piggly Wiggly and come and see what we've been working on. Brand new floors, fresh paint, and updated decorations. And new cases throughout the store that make shopping cleaner, brighter, and better than ever. Dublin Piggly Wiggly, hometown proud, community strong, and always here to serve you.
At Balanced Aesthetics Weight Loss and Wellness, we believe everyone deserves to feel confident, healthy, and supported. That's why we've brought advanced aesthetic, wellness, and weight loss services together under one roof, right here in the heart of Dublin. With the latest advanced technology, including radio frequency facial skin tightening, laser facial skin rejuvenation, painless hair removal, and laser treatment of spider veins. Our aesthetic services are designed to deliver real results at accessible prices. Your weight loss journey matters to us. We offer insurance-friendly visits, flexible self-pay options, and personalized plans that keep you motivated and encouraged every step of the way. We also provide a range of wellness services, including hormone pellets and testosterone replacement therapy, all focused on helping you feel better from the inside out. Proudly serving Dublin with additional locations in Tifton and Eastman. Balanced Aesthetics, where wellness meets beauty. Financing available. Call 839-BALANCE or visit us at 1022 Hillcrest Parkway, Suite 104 in Dublin today.
It's that time of year again at Roach Farm and Garden. We got biddies and bunnies. Did you say ferns? At Roach Farm and Garden, we carry macho, foxtail, asparagus, kangaroo, rabbitfoot, and Kimberlin. Come by and check out our greenhouse. We got strawberries, tomatoes, herbs, lettuce, and new plants arriving daily. You got your plants and your soil? Now you need shepherd hooks, trellises, and we got a huge selection of pots. Nobody is happy unless Mama is happy, so it's time for new plants. We got mandavillas, tropicals, hibiscus, perennials, and it's never too late to plant trees or shrubs. Stop by and visit with one of our experts before wasting your money. Roach Farm and Garden carries the best pot and soil and mulch. We got Fox Farm, Timberline, Miracle Grove, Mater Maker, and Black Cow. Trying to keep something in or keep something out? Roach Farm and Garden has all your fencing needs, including cross ties. You want the best garden in the neighborhood? Roach Farm and Garden carries all the seeds you need. And as always, we have feed and vet supplies for just about everything. Tired of broadcasting by hand or using those messy pump-up sprayers? Roach Farm and Garden has 3-point hitch spreaders and 60 and 90-gallon sprayers. From seed to trees and everything in between, come into Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
I hereby certify these candidates for the General Education Diploma at Oconee Fall Line Technical College. Ms. Harden, these candidates have met all the requirements for their General Education Diploma. I shall ask Mr. Woodard to introduce the candidates.
Walter Joseph Emmitsburg III. Jaden Wilson Asbell. Taylor Ryan Bobby. Robert Bennett. Bailey Corrigan Bergamy. Devin John Corbett. Balana Corlin Culpepper. Ethan G. Esperance. Jayla Harrell Taylor. Jaden Skylar Johnson. Courtney Renee Judd. Sanasia Marie Kellum. Adam Russell Long. Deanna McMillan. Cherokee D. Munyon. Jalen Reynolds. Caitlin Sellers. Lydia Ray Smith. Mackenzie Bryn Souls.
Good evening. I hereby certify these candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates at Oconee Fallen Technical College. Ms. Harding, these candidates have met all the requirements for their respective degrees, diplomas, and certificates. I shall ask Ms. Beto, Ms. Meeks, and Mr. Radney to introduce the candidates.
Evelyn Collins, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science degree. Angelique Carlisle, Business Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate, National Technical Honor Society. Lakita Manley Hambright, Business Technology Diploma. Drago Tao Evans, Criminal Justice Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Macaria Martin, Criminal Justice Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Quinarius Brantley, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Yuri Burton, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate, National Technical Honor Society. Andre Lewis, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Deanna Robertson, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Macy Paige Brown, Diagnostic Medical Sonography, Associate of Applied Science degree. Alexis Starling Haig, Diagnostic Medical Sonography, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Piper Grace Horn, Diagnostic Medical Sonography, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Jillian Keller Smith, Diagnostic Medical Sonography, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Doris Pritchard, Early Childhood Care and Education, Associate of Applied Science degree. Nathaniel Galtney, Mechatronics Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Malik A. Lawson, Networking Specialist, Associate of Applied Science degree. Logan Acree, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Janie Grace Baggett, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Brittany Aaliyah Coney, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Rancelyn Addie Evans, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Evelyn Gonzalez, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Dawn Bryan, Radiologic Technology, back up, we're going to say your name right. Caitlin Cheyenne Gordon, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Dawn Bryan, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Hannah Elizabeth Gray, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Mallory Jane Hodges, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate, National Technical Honor Society. Nkosi B. Johnson, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Tiffany Michelle Marsh, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Brianna Macy Wade, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate. Gloria Michelle Werner, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree, honor graduate, National Technical Honor Society. Landon B. Carey, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science degree. Erica C. Delcid Lopez, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science degree. Kaylee Forhan, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science degree. Kenya Tibbins, Accounting Diploma, honor graduate. Jimmy Givings, Air Conditioning Technology, Diploma. Brandon Lackey, Automotive Technology Diploma.
Thank you. David Penny, Automotive Technology Diploma. Pamela L. Carswell Davis, Business Management Diploma. Ashley Chantel Grant, Business Management Diploma, honor graduate. Camilla Norris, Business Technology Diploma, certificate. Jonathan B. Austin, Cybersecurity Diploma. Kyle Brown, Diesel Equipment Technology Diploma, honor graduate. Tayshawn Dixon, Diesel Equipment Technology Diploma. Kimberly Joanna Laborio Navidad, Early Childhood Care and Education Diploma. Daniel Evans, Electrical Control Systems Diploma, honor graduate. Jaquilo Aheen Johnson, Electrical Control Systems Diploma, honor graduate, National Technical Honor Society. Cynthia Ann Guntoran, Medical Assisting Diploma. Rodrika Sachet Linder Williams, Medical Assisting Diploma. Tierra C. Jones, Welding and Joining Technology Diploma. Jonathan Delane Morrell, Welding and Joining Technology Diploma. Jacqueline Usry, Welding and Joining Technology Diploma, honor graduate. Ashley D. Warren, Welding and Joining Technology Diploma, honor graduate. Jerkaven Brantley, Advanced Shielded Medical Arc Welder Certificate. Joseph Gaddu, Automated Manufacturing Basics Certificate. Bill Young, Automated Manufacturing Basics Certificate. Zion Payton, Basic Shielded Metal Arc Welder Certificate.
She said, slow down, you're going too fast.
Justin Jamal Cheeley, Commercial Truck Driving Certificate. Ruby Aguilera, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Nigeria Shanae Carr, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Jashana Shariah Davis, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Jessica Lynn Dayhoff, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Ellie Gillette Hamrick, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Abigail Hightower, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Leila Mae Hutchins, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Destiny E. Kitchens, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Ryan Livingston, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Erica M. Medina, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Michaela Brooke Swanson, Cosmetology for Licensure Certificate. Jada Rose Finn, Early Childhood Care and Education Basics Certificate. Kaylee Danielle Merritt, Early Childhood Care and Education Basic Certificate. Kiata Peacock, Early Childhood Care and Education Basic Certificate. Shanira Brown, Early College Essentials Certificate. Rodney Kavan Woodard, Early College Essentials Certificate. Tucker Collins, Gas Metal Arc Welder Certificate. Derek Bonner, Imaging Science Assistant Certificate. Shaquita Hester, Imaging Science Assistant Certificate. Starlexia Johnson, Imaging Science Assistant Certificate. Jatavia McNair, Industrial Electrician Certificate. Tylen Beasley, Industrial Electrician Certificate. Jamarius Wright, Industrial Electrician Certificate. Davion Holmes, Industrial Motor Control Technician Certificate.
Tioni Benefield, Nurse Aide Certificate. Michaela Braswell, Nurse Aide Certificate. Kamaya Carlisle, Nurse Aide Certificate. Leticia Elania Celestine Garcia, Nurse Aide Certificate. Nakira Green, Nurse Aide Certificate. Leah Hathcock, Nurse Aide Certificate. Aqua Rahana Howard Swint, Nurse Aide Certificate. Dejanique Jackson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Acacia Jeanette, Nurse Aide Certificate. Charlie Johnson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Chloe Johnson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Mariah Johnson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Shaliri Jones, Nurse Aide Certificate. Abigail Meadows, Nurse Aide Certificate. Ja'Cory Moy, Nurse Aide Certificate. Kylie Templeton, Nurse Aide Certificate. Sakiria Tennyson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Soraya Tennyson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Mariana Wilson, Nurse Aide Certificate. Zaitiana Allen, Salon and Spa Support Specialist Certificate. Tristan Elizabeth Bechtold, Salon and Spa Support Specialist Certificate. Sakaya Blackshear, Salon and Spa Support Specialist Certificate. Jaden Denise Jones, Salon and Spa Support Specialist Certificate. Jemima McClendon, Salon and Spa Support Specialist Certificate. Zakiah Robinson, Salon and Spa Support Specialist Certificate. Takesha Brown, Supervisor Management Specialist Certificate.
Graduates, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the Commissioner of the Technical College System of Georgia, I hereby declare you graduates of the designated programs with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. Congratulations. You may now move your tassel as evidence to all that you are graduates of Oconee Hall.
Hey, this is Perry with Williamson's Bakery. We've been serving in Dublin, Lawrence County since 1965. And remember, grads, life's what you bake it. At Williamson's Bakery, we put a little extra love in everything we make. Check us out on Facebook, or you can call us at 272-3344. Better yet, just come get you some. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard.
Need documents destroyed? Then call Shred Cycle at 272-0595. Shred it and forget it with Shred Cycle.
Hi, I'm Mike Anderson, the owner of Samson Steel Structures. And I want to personally thank you for helping make us the #1 independent dealer with steel buildings and structures. If you're in the market for a high quality, low price metal building, make sure you come see our beautiful display models at our 5-star dealership located at 2812 Highway 257, Dublin, Georgia. Whether you're looking for a barn, a garage, a barn dominium, or even a business or church, we have design specialists that will sit down with you, get to know you, take their time with you, and go over every need to make sure your building is just perfect for your property. We offer rent to own with no credit check, and depending on your location and with approved credit, we have lenders that will finance the concrete, the building, or both. Neither will require your home or your land for collateral. Just call one of our representatives for all your building needs. And if you want to get creative, we also have an online 3D builder where you can design your own building. And that is at our website, samsonsteelstructures.com. So when you think of the best, remember, we are a 5-star company with an A1 rating with the Better Business Bureau and members of our local Chamber of Commerce. We serve 17 states with free installation and the shortest lead times in the industry. Just call us, 478-205-5340. And don't forget, we're right next to City on a Hill. So drop by today. Once again, 2812 Highway 257, Dublin, Georgia.
My name is Andre, and I've been in Georgia Power 18 years now. The equipment, the tools, the long hours, all the training, it's all about helping people and keeping lights on each and every day. Everyone deserves power that's reliable and affordable. Last year, Georgia Power froze base rates to keep costs predictable. That predictability is reassuring and comforting for me and my family. Georgia Power is really working hard to put that downward pressure on those bills. What makes me proud to work at Georgia Power, we care about the communities we serve. I'm not coming to work, I'm coming to serve my community.